Now we are. Now you're starting.
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Haven't seen it. Need to.
I just think it's getting unnecessary hate online.
I can agree with that.
I personally think it was better than Way of Water. Hot take.
So here's my question. James Cameron has been talking a lot about how he dedicated 30 years of his life to these movies. Do you think it was worth it?
It's going to be more.
I don't think it was worth it.
Because there's going to be 4 and 5.
I don't think it was worth dedicating 30 years of his life to him. Because they're low-key not that great.
The thing is, though, the first one was such a statement. I think it's worth it automatically just for the first one. That's one of the greatest movies ever made.
But even 30 years of your life?
I mean, I hope I could have anything as successful as the Avatar franchise.
You're right. You're right. That's a good point. Yeah.
The fact that like he's getting the funding for 5 movies just of his idea, like that's.
I mean,
crazy.
he is kind of that guy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. I just don't know. Like, what's something that you could spend 30 years of your life on? Is there anything?
This podcast.
Low-key?
Low-key?
Like, I was watching Good Mythical Morning with Morgan, and Morgan's my wife, by the way. And we were just watching it on our TV because she's been sick. So we were just looking for stuff to watch while we were sitting on the couch. And I was like, dang, like, that would be, like, is that a good life?
Do you have any, like, YouTube that you go back to, like, when you're just, like, sick or, like, tired that you just, like, put on this, like,
Yes.
comfort for you?
Michael Reeves. He's like an engineer, and he makes, like, stuff that's, like, he drops a video, like, every, like, couple years. And it's, like, he built a surgery robot to, like, dissect a grape or something. And, like, he just does a lot of stupid stuff. Like, he made a taser that makes people as short as he is when he takes photos with them. Greetings from Mexico. Love your videos. Thank you.
I would say
I don't think that – I'm just going to say I love Mexico. I lived there for 2 years. If you don't know that about me, that's my fun fact. So I will be coming back to Mexico soon. I miss you guys. That's all.
I'd say anyways, I was going to say my 2 things would be, like, Good Mythical Morning and then PewDiePie's Minecraft series.
Oh, see, I don't go back to Good Mythical Morning out of nostalgia necessarily.
Well, no, I don't really go, like, not out of nostalgia, but if I just wanted, just, like, if I'm, like, sick or, like, not feeling good, I still need something to put on.
Oh, I watch so much YouTube that I feel like I run out of things to watch. And when I run out of things to watch, I go back to Michael Reeves. Or Nile Red. He's like the science guy who will be like making an apple taste like a grape. Or making like diamonds out of like cookies. Like he does like weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think the legacy that Dude Perfect built is just like
I'm really curious to
unmatched.
see how it lives on, though.
Oh, it's I've been witnessing it because what they're doing with their interns and
The kid that they're building up, I don't remember his name.
they're diversifying like
But you know
A
who they're
lot.
talking about who's gotten a lot of screen time recently?
Yeah.
That one intern?
Mhm.
I'm like,
I
is
don't
that
know
the
his name.
long... I don't remember either.
the long-term thing is going to be all their different channels. Like their sports outdoor one, like all the different things. And I really think that's a good
I'm curious to see like if their kids, when they're old enough, like want to transition on camera, or if they just take like a CEO position or like a behind the scenes position or like a...
I don't think they'll ever no, I don't think so. Like it's definitely not Tyler.
What do you mean?
Like Tyler Toney, like he's the face of Dude Perfect.
Yeah, but like I bet you when their kids are old enough, like in maybe high school or college, like, oh, I want to start being an on-camera talent, like they would like hire them on or like let them like pay them per...
I
know how
don't
that
think their
works,
kids
but
would want to. I know their kids. I know all of Tyler's kids pretty well.
They're babies though, right?
No, Tyler's kids are like one of them's like 11, one
Really?
of them's like 8. Yeah.
So
I mean,
babies.
Not babies.
Children.
Dude, 3rd grade? It's not a baby.
Yeah, but if
11
my kid
years
was in
old
3rd
is-
grade and was like, I want to do YouTube, I'd be like, no.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like I don't
But
think
like
they'd
in
want-
high school or like college, I'd be like, sure.
I don't think they'd want to do that. You know, like how do you follow
I feel like
greatness
every
like
kid's
that?
dream is to do that. And then if you have a path in front of you, you can literally, you don't even have to build anything. You just pick up what your parents already did.
See, I just don't think I
It's
could
pure
follow
nepotism in action.
I don't think I could follow the path of like one of the greatest.
I don't know if we've seen, like, I don't think YouTube's been around long enough to see that transition for any channel take place yet.
There's one that I have in mind, and now I'm blanking completely. Like Matt Pat, that's one. Like the game theory, fan theory, movie theory, film theory, or whatever.
Yeah.
That has transitioned fully from him. So now that's like different.
Cool.
Or just like, I don't know, like Linus Tech Tips is like a full on like company. It used to just be like him chilling. Same with like MKBHD.
Yeah.
Like he used to be just himself in his bedroom, and now he has like 10 employees, probably maybe more. Dude Perfect used to be 5 guys, and now they have like 40 employees, I think.
Yeah.
And that's just like salary.
Yeah.
They contract a lot. Okay, let's get into viewing movies real quick with that reel that you have, because I really want to talk about that. And my whole thing is with the rise of streaming and everything. One, Gen Z is some of the most active moving going generations ever.
Like they're going to the movies?
Which is good. And I think that fares really well for the industry. But what do you think about like them remaking movies versus originals? Because
I will say, we did not need another Narnia movie this soon.
I didn't know that was a thing.
The new Narnia.
Oh, the Greta Gerwig
It's
one?
coming out next year,
That's
right?
different, though. That's Greta Gerwig.
I don't care.
Bro, Greta Gerwig's goated.
It's not going to be good.
It will be good. She made Barbie and Little Women, bro.
Have you seen the casting for Aslan?
Who is it?
A woman.
Oh. Wait, Loki. It better. Who is it? Though?
I don't know.
Well, Greta
someone I've never
Gerwig's
heard
like
of.
notorious for getting great
But like
performances out of
Aslan,
actors.
the character of Aslan, like I get it. Sometimes you can switch genders. Like, oh, I want to be different. But Aslan's not one of those you can switch.
I don't know. I feel like if you get like a motherly figure, you can.
No.
If
It's not.
like,
Aslan's not a motherly figure. He's a roaring lion.
he's a fatherly figure.
But he's also like kills the White Witch.
He does do that. Oh yeah.
Like-
Wait, how are they gonna do that?
Like,
Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't even think about that.
so I was like, I just feel like you can't have Aslan with like a woman's voice, in my own opinion.
Okay, that's fair.
So
I don't know. I respect Greta Gerwig's work so much that I
My
think
other
it's
thing
gonna
is
be great.
like it just hasn't been like that's my same thing with the Harry Potter TV show. It hasn't been long enough.
But what about it? Because like,
it's the same cast though, the same Pennywise, so that's fine.
but it's not the same kids.
No, but it's a completely different. It's like before. It's 27 years before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, maybe I'm just talking. Well, oh well.
Which originally it wasn't gonna be Bill Skarsgård in the TV show. Which the TV show would not have been good if you didn't cast Bill Skarsgård as it.
Yeah, because who else are you gonna cast?
It was the guy that's he's in the Maze Runner and he's like the cook guy.
Dylan O'Brien.
No.
The cook.
He's in the Maze Runner. He's in one of the Narnia movies, the last one, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. But he was young in that movie.
Mm.
He has one of those faces that just looks like a catcher's mitt, just
Like a leather face.
and his face is like so small. I don't know.
A catcher's mitt. When
Look
I
at
think
this.
catcher's mitt, I think
Hold on.
beat up, like worn down leather. That's hilarious.
This kid.
Will Poulter.
Yes,
That would have been scary. He's a good actor.
as Pennywise. It would have been interesting, but I
Yeah.
just don't think he could do Bill Skarsgård. But-
Okay, let's rip some hot takes.
Okay.
I low-key do want to talk about that outdoor thing first, though.
What about it?
Like how anyone... Is it true that, like, with the right lens, anyone can be a nature photographer?
A wildlife photographer?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other day, I was like talking to someone about photography, and I'm gonna like be very vague in case somehow someone watches this and can narrow it down. But this person was telling me that who's not a photographer, that they went on like this wildlife trip and they rented a super.
Which, okay, before we get into this story, this is completely valid. Like, that is a
Yes.
completely great thing to do.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Like if I was gonna go pay all this money to go on this really expensive safari, and if I wasn't a photographer, I would still want to get some good photos.
Right.
So he rented a super expensive lens. I think it was like 300 2.8, which low-key for a safari might not be long enough. But
I don't know, bro. When I went, my 70 to 200 got me pretty close. So I
Okay.
think a 300 would be ideal.
okay, yeah, I would. Yeah, 300 with a 1.4 converter, you're chilling.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so he rented that, and then he's telling me like, oh yeah, like kind of like downplaying how hard it is to like be a photographer.
Right.
And like, oh yeah, my photos were insane. I could basically be National Geographic. And to some extent, if you have a 300 millimeter 2.8 lens, you're gonna take a good photo.
Right.
I mean, the
Okay.
bokeh is gonna be so
here's
creamy.
the thing. This is where we got into the conversation last episode on quality of the image versus quality in terms of artfulness. Because the difference between an outdoor photographer and a Nat Geo photographer is the outdoor photographer's image, or the Nat Geo's. Sorry. Nat Geo photographer's image tells a story. Like within, like you're like, oh, you can feel what the animal's sensing. Like
Yeah.
the animal's almost showing emotion versus an outdoor photographer. My outdoor photos have no emotion to them at all. It's quite literally just a picture of a giraffe or a picture of a lion. I can show you my photos. There's no emotion to them at all. Like it's about as good as like your aunt's Google photo that she found for her Windows computer. Like that, my photos are terrible for outdoors. But like a Nat Geo photographer, like you see that bird and you're like, oh, I can tell what that bird is feeling on the inside. And that's the difference. And that's something that any lens can't get you.
Yeah.
Like no matter what. And I think the other thing about being a photographer in general,
I don't know. Someone said wildlife photography is just rich people with long lenses.
it is in a way. But here's my point is not any lens can get you any result. It's about being there. Like you have to be there to get the photo.
I would say to be a good wildlife photographer, your patience has to be on 10. Like,
Oh, 100%. Have you seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
yeah.
Yeah, that movie's goated. If you're a photographer and you want some fun inspiration and just a great movie all around,
It's a phenomenal movie.
that's a great movie. But I actually messaged a photojournalist who came to Gift of Christmas and shot some beautiful photos for Texas Monthly. And
I just commented on their post. Ask Cort and Luke.
yeah, she hasn't reached back to me. I might email her. But because I can imagine I think she's in her 30s or 40s, so I can imagine she's not too active on social media. But her photos told a story, but they were still like simple photos. You know, like it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, I could take that photo, but I couldn't, and I haven't. You know, it's like seeing someone do something and being like, oh yeah, I could do that, and then there's a difference between doing that and like, or saying that and like doing it, and I could not do what she did. So I wanted to come interview her and ask her like, what's the most important thing about, you know, like being a photojournalist, and I really think part of it is being there. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line. 1 second. I got to turn up our audio on the camera so I can sync it. Right now, it is way too low. But let's see. Got to keep turning it up.
Why did you have it turned down?
I usually have it on auto, but I had it set for a video.
Nice.
So I need to fix it.
Landscape photography is 50% patience, 40% weather, and 10% skill.
I would say it's 40% weather. Yeah. Wait, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Well, I don't get the 50% patience.
Patience?
It's not like just set up and shoot.
No. Patience, dude.
For a landscape,
lot
not
of-
wildlife.
A lot of photography. Well, what about
What are you waiting for?
the sun?
Just time it
And
right.
think about like if you go out like and you're trying to capture a bunch of different shots, you can't get every single shot every day.
Landscape probably could get pretty close. It's
Yeah.
not like your subject's moving.
Okay, well think about this. Like say you only have an hour of the best light and you're out in this random place in the middle of nowhere and you need to get 10 shots. You're going to wait for the best light, or you should wait for the best light at every location. Now, you might not be able to get the best light at every location on the same day. So I think that's where the patience part comes in. I will say with street photography, I've been wanting to holy cow. I think the fan is like making me sleepy. With street photography, I've been wanting to go out and do street photography, but just the amount of dedication that it takes to the craft of like going out, like being prepared to be embarrassed, like finding a location, getting lucky that there's people there, going out and finding new locations is the hardest part for me because it's really easy. Oh, I got good photos here once. Let me go out again and get good photos here again. But it's like, okay, well, how are you diversifying your work? And like people are going to look at your work and be like, oh, great. He just takes the same photos at the same place every week.
Yeah.
So that's what's been hard because like I know I can take good street photos. I've done it before. I can do it again. It's really not that hard. Like F8, pull up, you know,
Yeah.
like get my off camera flash, pull up F8. That's it. You know, so it's just the time dedication, being away from my wife, like, yeah. And I think that's really what separates a good photographer from a bad photographer. And that's why I wanted to, or a photographer who gets nowhere in life. Because I wanted to talk about the Uberman thing, which is Nietzsche's argument about how, like, everyone in the general population just wants to do nothing and be comfortable and, like, get away with doing the least they can.
I don't think everyone.
Well, in a big way, I resonate with that, but I need to not. Because I always talk about how I want to be great. And like,
See, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, except for the part that they don't want to enjoy life. I think like the majority of people would rather not work, get everything handed to them, and get maximum enjoyment out of life.
so I think that's hedonism. Yeah. So I think like what I mean by not wanting to enjoy life is it's easier to not enjoy life than it is to put the effort in. Sure, let me start that over. It's easier to not enjoy life than it is to put the maximum effort in to actually get the most out of your life. That is definitive.
I mean,
fact.
it is easier, 100%.
It is easier,
but it's
and I think
100% worth it every time.
But I think a lot of people opt out of that. Like I know I opt out of that.
Yeah.
Like often, because otherwise I'd have made that book in Mexico City. You know, like I would have enjoyed that. Now I would have had to put work in, but I didn't, and I played Fortnite instead and ordered Uber Eats. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think to some extent there comes a point where it's like you have to like go all in on something. And I think that's like what you see with like entrepreneurs, what you see. And in some sense, every creative is an entrepreneur. I mean, it's not like a huge business, but it's like you are the business. And so I think if you're watching this podcast and like that's your goal, if you're not there yet, then yeah, you could fall into the part where it's like, man, like what's stopping you?
Yeah.
But also if you already are doing it, then like by all means, I don't think you don't fall into it.
I think it's hard to keep going. Like I really do. Yeah. You know, like
I think it comes and goes. I mean, you can literally just see like even with this podcast.
Yeah, there's waves of reels.
Yeah, but always the consistent baseline of posting the podcast.
Yeah, that is the minimum. Like the bare minimum is us coming here every week, putting something up that's honestly consistently good. Like I would say we haven't really had a bad episode in
There's
a long
been
time.
one.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
It was one that like I literally don't think I posted a single reel from.
Oh,
I literally
tough.
just
Was it at my house or your
spaced it
house?
out. My house.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
Okay. Of all the genres of photography, wedding photography might be the hardest. That's an interesting one.
That is a really tough one.
It depends on what you mean by the hardest.
So I think emotionally, physically, or not physically. I'd say emotionally.
Physically, low-key.
Physically, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Emotionally and like mentally, it's the least difficult.
Really?
Mhm.
Dealing with brides is low-key emotionally taxing.
No, dude. Like once you raise your budget up, you don't deal with bridezillas. I've never dealt with a bridezilla. I just keep raising my budget.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know if we can clip this.
Okay.
But the ugliest brides are the worst brides to work with.
That's true. That's true. It's because they know like their photos are gonna be bad,
And they'll give you the most critiques. Like you kind of have to have like 6 or higher.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people I know who will. You can clip this. There's a lot of people I know who will charge more if they're unattractive.
Yeah.
One, because they won't use the photos in their portfolio, and two, they know
That's
they're
a
gonna,
big part.
Yeah.
Like I was going to build out like a new like just wedding website page, and I was like, I can't use these.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can use their flat lays though, but
That's so bad, bro. That's so bad. But that is a real thing. Like, if someone's not attractive to a point where you'd want to showcase them on your website, they're probably going to charge you more for their photos. And I know, like, someone's watching this who knows me, and they're going to be like, oh, do you do that? And it's like, no, not necessarily.
and kind of because you almost build in the extra editing time that it's going to take into your price.
It does take a longer time. So, like, yeah, that is difficult. Someone's commenting a bunch. Thank you, guys. Is it draining? Like, make me pretty? Yes. Yes. Can I get some advice? Yes. Just drop your question and we'll answer it.
Okay. True to life color is harder than coloring cinematic.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Dude, okay. This is like, I know I'm finally getting good as a photographer because of this step. In Lightroom Classic, not what you use, not that liberal
Regular
I'm just
Lightroom.
So in Lightroom Classic, there's a calibration feature. I've started only using that on my photos and then doing S-curves on.
But what's interesting, though, is, like, people don't want true-to-life photos.
So there's two arguments to that. That's where raising my blacks comes in. So I drop my texture, drop my clarity, drop my dehaze, raise my blacks to make it look more filmic, and then I calibrate it to be true to life and then white balance it. Or I white balance it and then calibrate it to be true to life. So then, like, you can go creative from there. Because my issue is I've been such an over-editor my entire life, and I actually have someone who I work for consistently who got upset at me when I started coloring true to life and were like, hey, where's the poppy colors that we always have? And I was like, oh, sorry, I was trying something new. And like it had been 4 weeks of me doing that, and they were like just now saying something, which is fine. Like that's how a long-term relationship works. But yeah, I was just like, dang, this sucks. Someone said, so I'm looking to upgrade, or is the Canon 80D what? I'm looking to upgrade. Is the Canon 80D and the Canon EFL okay, that's not a complete question. I'm sorry, I cannot answer that. Would you guys ever try shooting a poorly lit rave? Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm not gonna
Long
lie.
exposure?
I don't really like shooting raves.
Why lasers?
No, okay.
I have a laser deposit.
So I've shot at this point in my life probably close to over 100 concerts /
Right.
raves. The best people to work with, or best fans to interact with by far, I would say, like, and you
Indie.
wouldn't expect, like rock. I would say
Okay.
like, hard rock fans don't mess with you. They're just gonna like live.
Yeah, right.
Country fans, I've had beer thrown on me. I've been cussed out at. Like it's like
Wow.
unbelievable. Like by far the bottom is low.
Indie rock is good because there's a lot of teenagers who are actually nice and they appreciate what you're doing because they're actual fans of the music.
Yeah,
Country fans are just kind of there for clout sometimes.
and drinks.
yes, which is true.
Unbelievable.
I feel like country fans can get away with actually like not being fans. So someone just dropped a wild comment.
What?
I can't. It's on the TikTok one.
Okay.
We gotta move on.
Okay. I just had
Is the Sigma 100-400 Canon EF better than the Canon 100? No.
no. When in doubt, name brand is better.
No, name brand is better. Buy it used if you have to. Now I will say you can get away with the Sigma 100%, no question. But objectively, the Canon is better.
Yes.
L glass is superior, and it's weather sealed really well, which is important.
Is it possible to take a good architecture photo without having a tilt shift lens?
Yeah, 100%. I've seen a lot. Think about film.
Yeah. So then what's the benefit?
The benefit of a tilt
It's
shift.
just straight lines, right?
Tilt shift is you can make it look miniature.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there a way to do that just on the R6? Like it's a miniature
Yeah,
mode?
miniature mode. Yeah, there's a creative filter. Oh, it's on the SL2s.
Really?
And the SL3s, yeah. I used it
I
in
feel like that would be
Chicago.
fun to try it in New York.
Yeah, do it. Well, no,
I don't
bro.
know if I'd
Don't
take my
bring your
R6.
R6. Can I borrow yours, please?
Okay, here's my debate though.
I don't want to rent.
Because I was thinking, what if I took my R6? Oh, no. But it's like if I
Yes,
kind of like you want to do a photo book.
The ADD is good, yes.
Like I would love to do a photo book eventually, / or a calendar. And I was like, if I could get a good Christmas photo for my calendar in New York,
Oh
it
my
would be
gosh.
so good.
That's a good idea.
Like a Rockefeller tree or something, or like
We
there's
should
so
do-
much.
Should we do a Cort and Luke calendar?
Because I'm gonna travel in the summer. You're gonna travel in the summer. We could get some insane locations. So I could get us our Christmas for December. Low-key.
Well, what if we just did a Cort and Luke calendar of us?
What do you mean?
Like the funny calendars. We could do one serious and one funny. Like
Okay,
one of our
with
work,
work. Yeah, that's
and
funny.
then one with us.
That would be hilarious.
We low-key comment if you would buy that. Is Tamron 18-300 3.5 to 6.3 a good lens a beginner? Yeah, if you want to shoot on auto for the rest of your life, do not buy that. Yeah.
Dang. Editing a good black and white photo is harder than a color.
No, not at all. Not one bit. You know my secret?
A good black and white?
My secret is to edit in color, and then I have a black and white preset that matches up with my color preset.
But
that is my ultimate.
But a good black
hack.
and white though isn't just like take the saturation down in black and white.
No.
It's messing with the colors,
Right.
still leaving it black
but
and white.
when you go make a new preset, just make a counterpart that's black and white, and it
Yes.
does usually work. Yeah, it does. It does work pretty well,
Consistency always beats creativity.
dude. Okay, when I tell you, I heard this quote the other day, and it was, "Long-term consistency beats short-term intensity." That was a good quote.
So true.
It's a good quote, because think about like how chill this podcast is. The only difference is it's consistent. That's why it outperforms, and why we've actually made it past 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Not to toot our own horn, but like if I went out every single day and took street photos, I would be leagues ahead from if I like went out a couple days a year and took street photos.
Yeah.
Like even if I took one photo every day on the street versus like 100 photos in a couple days.
Unpopular opinion: people that sell presets destroys the ability to learn proper color grading for beginners.
Wrong.
No, I agree.
I agree. What? Wait, you agree with them?
Don't buy presets.
No, I think you should buy presets because the preset won't work for you. And then you have to figure out why it doesn't work for you.
Okay, that's kind of true. But also, I get the point.
Kind of true. It's very true. No preset.
Some are plug and play.
Dude, someone was asking me for a preset in our DMs, and I was like, do you actually need it? Because I will sell it to you. This guy has made 2 short films with a Canon 650D. That's a SL3. That's kind of goated.
Okay, here's my deal. Even if you buy a preset and you put it on, the only stuff that if you're a beginner you're going to be messing with is like contrast, highlights, whites, blacks. You're not going to be like learning color grading.
Wait, you're kind of right.
You know, like you're going to leave the curves exactly how they are and just like fine tune it.
No, I don't know because a lot of
Exposure.
people get into the hue color of the saturation
That is important
slider.
too, dude. You should see my hues on that one preset,
Bro, I
It's
have every
crazy.
single one
Yeah.
tweaked, like triple tweaked. But okay, so the biggest issue was my newest editing style. You can't sell it in a preset because it uses the calibration feature, and the calibration feature, one is specific to my R6 Mark II, and 2 is specific to every single photo. So it is difficult. That's true. You gotta learn how to do it anyway. Hot take presets are a thing of the past.
Nah,
I use it. I make a new preset every single time I shoot, and then I go
I think
back and
I
look
think
at
having
them.
one preset is a thing of the past, but
Yeah.
presets in general aren't.
Yeah. People are still buying presets, bro. Why do you think people still use Visco?
Instagram has lowered the bar for photography.
Yeah, 100%. I think the biggest issue about Instagram is it you can't not crop your photos,
Also,
which makes me angry.
I just hate that so many times we shoot for like 4x5 now.
Yeah.
Or like
Right.
I like
What camera was I on? Oh, that was in my dream. Never mind. I was like on a camera and it had like a bunch of different modes.
it's almost like when I go to shoot, I have to take a vertical for social media and a horizontal for my print.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
What are you shooting for?
It's like if I like say like any photo I want, if I ever wanted to put it on social media, I would need to shoot it vertically. If I want to print it, I would want it horizontally.
Oh my gosh. You're in deep.
You post horizontals on.
Yeah, you're in deep on social media, bro. I post anamorphic on social media.
See, I wouldn't do that because it's. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
So-
I lose sides of my image, I'll still post
Exactly, but like, based on like the algorithm theory, you want to take up as much of the screen as possible to get the most attention
Right.
and most likes.
it. Right.
So it's like, why would I ever
I'm
post
not
a horizontal?
posting on Instagram for likes. If I was, I'd never post because I get 4 likes per photo. Genuinely.
I mean, yeah,
Like, you photographers out there, I know that I
but also
get 4 likes per
if
photo.
you post just a horizontal photo on Instagram, no one's gonna be able to see the detail in it.
It doesn't matter.
It's like
why
even post it?
Because people, like the city.
I'd rather put it on a website and
Well, like,
post a link on it.
I made a sports specific stuff for the colony. I made that sports specific portfolio like they asked. But then I texted them and I was like, "Hey, like the other thing is if you want to see my other work so you can see like consistency throughout my life, go look at my Instagram because that has a lot of what I do on it and it's not like curated.
Yeah.
So like you're actually getting a good look into what I do instead of
this
just
is a shot at us.
all right.
The loudest photographers online are usually not the best.
Yeah. Me. Are you kidding me? The best photographers are not even online. The best photographies are in their darkrooms hand printing.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I texted my friend the other day and I said, "Fine, let's quit our jobs and open up a film lab."
Bro, I would. The only reason I won't is because I would die of cancer. Because
Really?
the chemicals can be bad for you.
Yeah.
Have you seen those people who develop film on the go and they like will get in their car and develop film in the car?
I've seen it in the bathtub, but not in the
It's-
car.
It's pretty funny.
Okay. Editing trends evolve at a faster pace than cameras do.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
That's not even a question.
Okay, yeah, I would say it's like a trend lasts for 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, I would say that. Like, think about
We
the
get a new camera
halation.
every year.
Think about halation. Think about like the FX3. How long do you think the FX3 is lasting?
But people are still trying to do it. People still want to do it.
Yeah, but those are late. Do you know about like the early adopter bell chart?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's that.
It's
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up.
marketing 101.
Well, go Google what it's called so they can look.
uh,
Just look up early adopter bell chart. But this is important. We'll read you what the actual name is. Change adoption. Innovation adoption curve. Okay, so basically the first 2.5% of something is innovators. So if we think about AI, the first 2.5% is like OpenAI or like freaking IBM.
Watson. It's been around forever.
Then early adopters is like, okay, maybe like Grok, like X, or like
Chat.
like Copilot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then early majority would be like, okay, like students using AI to like write their papers back like a year or two ago. Then late majority would be like everyone right
in the
now.
workforce. I feel like we're just like
everyone in the workforce is using AI to help write emails, and the laggards are everyone who's not using AI.
It's gonna be the
educators. Look up early adopter bell chart, and it will pull up like all of the different innovation adoption curves. But that is how trends work objectively. Like you look at social media, and that is how trends work. You look at church social media, like that's how it goes.
Most people quit photography right before they get good.
Yeah, dude.
That's just
yes.
No, that's
if you quit photography, you're never gonna get good.
No, that's so stupid. It's like saying like, oh, you left the casino right before you won. Like,
you did.
No.
You did.
You weren't gonna win. Just get out.
I just don't agree. It's a skill. Photography is practice.
Oh, photography. I thought we were talking about gambling.
Gambling is also. I'm just kidding. Dude, that's just. Everyone I know who's a photographer, they're either good at photography or they quit. Or
That's
they're
not true.
It is true.
Okay, that one person
give
got
him a
good
second.
Eventually.
Give him a few years.
Yeah.
If they're actually a photographer,
if you've been good. If you've been a photographer for 3 years and you're still not good, is there hope for you?
I would say 6.
6? That's insane. Like,
dude, look at me. I'm not that good of a photographer.
That's like being like, if you're 6 years into something and there's no sign of life, like pick something else.
That's true. No sign of life is different than like.
No skill. Like, that's like me being like, I put 6 years into basketball and I'm like, I'm gonna make the NBA, but there's no way I'm gonna make the NBA. But if I keep trying, maybe I could. Like, no, I'm never gonna make it.
That's different.
Is it?
But photography, like
basketball is a skill set. Photography is a skill set.
Photography's practice, though. Like, basketball is like
practice.
Physics.
Bro, basketball is practice, just reps.
That's true, but so is photography.
I mean, basketball is just reps, but also you have to have, like, physical ability, natural ability.
True.
Same with photography.
No, you do not have to have natural ability.
Yes, you do.
No, you do not.
If you have to be, like, kind of smart. And I'm sorry.
You have to be kind of smart, but you can gain that knowledge. There are dumb people, and that's why we were talking about Nishi's argument.
There are people that, like, I don't care. Like, they would never be able to understand it.
This is true. Which is why, like, the camera resale market is awesome. That's, like, objectively. This guy needs to understand basic exposure, and it will snowball from there. Duh.
Yeah.
Why are you commenting that? The confession, I shoot all my photos on FX30 with a manual cine lens, sometimes on auto. Why do you do that
But why
to
an
yourself?
FX30, though?
Oh, okay, that might be the worst photography camera known to man.
Great video camera.
Great video camera. Why do you do that to yourself? Like, get a T2i. But you can get better at basketball. You can also get better at photography.
Okay.
I just do not agree. I think if you are a photographer and you haven't quit, then if you go out and take a photo every day, you're going to get good.
One photo.
If you make Okay, go out every single day, shoot until you have a photo that you would post on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Be done. You will immediately get good over time. I said immediately over time. That doesn't count. But, like, that's how it is.
Okay. Street photography is 90% luck.
Yeah. High key. It's a lot of luck and planning.
Yeah.
So, it's planning in the way of, like,
be at the right place.
So much discipline.
Like, set yourself up for
Street
success.
photography is quite literally discipline. It is going to the gym. But it is luck. You know? Like, at the gym, you know you're going to experience some gain. Street photography, like, you might get screwed.
Do you think that, like, aerial photography is the new wildlife photography and then it's just for rich people?
Dude, I love aerial photography, bro. Ever since the new Hasselblad, like, Mavic came out, I've been like, this might be my thing.
Yeah, it's a hard bar to get into because like, just rich, like fans. Doing
Yes.
it.
The beauty of 100 megapixels, the things that you can do with it, I don't think aerial photography is the new wildlife photography. I think it's actually harder than that. Because I think composing with the drone is harder than composing with the camera, because not only like it's not an extension of your eye, it's something outside that you have to like channel into a monitor.
Yeah.
You know, like the camera, you're one with your body. The drone is just up there and you have to like deal with it.
Do you think so? Like, if we were to say like one word for the trend of photography that's popular right now, it probably would be cinematic.
I would say grain.
Again, that goes hand in hand.
I don't think it does.
I think cinematic has to have grain because it's inherently playing on like the past old cinema.
I think that's filmic versus cinematic.
No, I think it's one and the same.
Well, I'm glad we're having this debate.
Because if you watch any old movies, what makes old movies look good
Is the aspect ratio.
It's the noise and the grain in it. It's literally telling a story within itself.
That's true. But it's the aspect ratio. Let's be real.
Yeah, but the fuzziness is good.
The fuzziness is nice. Okay, how much grain do you put on your photos? Like what amount?
Okay, it depends.
30? How much?
It depends. So if it's like outside, I'll probably add like 30.
Okay.
If it's inside, I mean, not usually adding any.
I've been doing 30 recently.
Yeah.
On inside.
Someone also said that they can tell when you add grain, and respectfully,
You can. Yeah, you can. You can tell. Because it reacts.
We will hold a test of can you tell if I was added or natural.
How would we hold that test?
I'll make it.
Okay, make a test. Make a PowerPoint. Bring it next time.
I will.
Do you want a reminder? Because I can hound you on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. When are we filming next? We have a date. Pull up our text messages.
I think we're taking a week off.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Party Christmas. Someone gift that. Someone make that into a GIF.
Does food photography count as its own genre?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I just feel like food photography, product photography, kind of the same thing.
No, food photography is so much harder than product photography.
It's just placing everything the same.
Yeah, but product photography, the product's already made.
You're not actually making the food though. You're just placing it nice.
Bro,
McAllister signs you to do a photo deal. You have to make the sandwich yourself.
You don't make this, dude. There's food stylists and food photographers. So are we talking about both? Okay, listen to this argument. Listen to this argument. Tough guy. So, okay, here's the thing. If you have a model, if you're a starting photographer, you're the stylist. You're the person
true.
picking the model. If you're a starting food photographer, you're the stylist. You're making the food. If you're a starting product photographer, great. The product's already there. You just put it down and take a photo of it.
That's literally any creative job, I feel like, though. Like,
Yeah.
if you take an entry-level creative job,
You're doing
you're
everything.
expected to do everything until
That's why
finally one day you get to niche down and you have a team that is each specializes.
That's why on LinkedIn, like, I have my job recommendation set to like $2 billion an hour. Because I'm like, ain't no way. I reposted something on LinkedIn the other day that was like, people hiring an editor and they actually want like a full production house.
Just insane.
In one person. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, go die.
Yeah.
So that's that. Also, TikTok died, so I'm gonna put
Bird photography is a cult. 100%.
bird spotting.
Have you seen? There's apps for this.
Bird photography is the Texas A&M of photography.
Like there's literal apps just for people that can mark. Oh, I saw this bird here. If you want to take a picture of it, go here.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, that's fair. Also,
Low-key.
okay, what do you think about people who take their outside lens to the zoo and then use that for their whole portfolio?
I've done that.
It's giving styled shoot instead of a wedding. Like,
Yeah.
you know those people who like do a styled shoot instead of actually shooting weddings?
Yeah,
That's the same thing.
it kind of is.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Okay.
These are good ones. I like these ones. These are my new favorite.
Yeah, I think genre-wise, it's good.
Yeah, this is my favorite list we've had. Newborn photography is stress photography. This is true. I did a family shoot.
I don't think I could do newborn photography.
Dude, it's hard. You know the secret nowadays? You can just get a phone and put it on top of your camera and play Bluey, bro.
Yeah.
Ultimate life hack. The biggest issue is parents interceding on your behalf, being like, yo, look here. And they're literally like to your left. And you're like, okay, if you're going to do that, please get behind me.
What are we at?
40 minutes.
Okay, let's do like a couple more and we'll save some of these for next time.
Baller. Bro wants to go home. Bro has a wife and kids.
I still have to wrap all
Not
the
actually.
Christmas gifts. Not kids.
Dude, could you imagine? Well, I think about that every day. If I had kids right now, I can't even put my laundry away.
I I don't know. I feel like someone asked me that. Like, do you want kids? I'm like, yes, of course. But,
Yeah.
like, right now, absolutely not. There's
Dude,
too much stuff.
Okay,
going on.
if we were to get pregnant right now, it'd be like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
But like, dude, like
we
I'm not
planned
ready.
like a trip to New York with like 2 weeks in advance. I can't do that if I have kids. Like.
yeah, you can. You can do that. That's what in-laws are for.
I
That's
mean,
what your
I guess.
mom is for.
I guess, yeah.
Shout out. I don't want to dox your mom. I almost just said her full legal name. All right, let's rip it.
Okay. Niche photography is better than just being a general photographer.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I think it's easier to get hired.
Look at Willem Verbeck, dude. Bro just goes out and takes pictures of cool houses and stuff and cool environments. Like, he might not think he has a niche, but his style is his niche. Like, it's so dialed into
Dude,
what he does.
One of my brother's friends is like so niched down. He just does like old-timey portraits for like families.
Is he in Austin?
I don't know, but he wants to come on the pod, so we can get him on.
Like, I want to do that.
Really?
No, like, I want to interview him.
Okay.
I love those things.
That's good because I hate them, so it'll be a good pod.
Heritage photos?
I think it's stupid. Like, we're in the modern day. Like, why are we doing this?
I think
still?
it's beautiful.
Okay, we'll have him on.
Yeah. Let's please do, because I love when we disagree
I
on
have two good
stuff.
guests. I have him and then Max Van Otterdijk. We're having you on
We're
soon.
going to have a DP. Who's that?
He was the photographer for Ted Cruz and Trump.
Okay, yeah. We're also going to have a director of photography on soon. We're also going to have a Dude Perfect editor probably. And then we're also going to have this guy that I'm helping. I'm not working with him. I'm just helping him start like a I don't want to air it out on the podcast,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you after. And it's going to be awesome and you guys are going to benefit from it big time. All you people who are wanting a leg up in your careers. This one's for you.
There's coming a day where you can't buy a camera without AI in it.
Yeah, dude. Software is getting bad.
As long as my camera doesn't talk to me, I can handle it.
What if it was like, that was mid.
That photo sucks.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. That was a 1 star. It auto rates.
Yeah.
Dude, the day my camera auto rates my photos and then I have to go into Lightroom and pull off
Take
the
me back to
ratings.
Best Buy.
Yeah, it's like, I hope you got the insurance. Are physical prints and film in general going to be worth more in the late 2020s and early 30s?
I
with
hope so. I
Social
love
media and
it.
AI cameras. Yeah, look at the price of prints over time. Look at the price of.
Have you seen the price of hard drives?
Oh my god,
skyrocketing.
Do you know why?
No,
It's
but
because of the RAM shortages.
it's annoying me.
It's from AI. So basically, like RAM is integrated into SSDs, which is what you're buying, I assume. So SSDs have a little bit of RAM in it. You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. So RAM prices have gone up 1,000x, I think, because AI. Like those places are freaking making data centers.
Yeah.
So what were you trying to buy? Like,
Just a normal. I saw a YouTube video and I wasn't trying to buy anything, but it was just showing prices from like a year ago to now.
oh, it's so bad.
It's insane.
It's so bad. Is it just hard drives or what?
It's SSDs and hard drives.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen any price differential in hard
They were
drives.
showing like all of like the data storage is just increased.
And meanwhile, I was here telling you guys that data storage is always getting cheaper. I literally said that on the podcast like several times. Man, this world is going. Okay, here's my thing right now. If you have gear that you love, do not sell it because gear is getting more expensive. This is the time to hold out. So that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. And I don't think gear is getting significantly better right now to where it's like necessarily worth it.
C50, buddy. R5,
Again,
R6 III.
a great camera. Okay, with the R6 III being exception, but I mean like an RF lens with an RF body versus
It's just as good for photography as an R6.
yes, but
Yeah.
also it's like you can edit anything to match the style that you want, so you don't have to be shooting with the nicest camera. Just
Right.
edit it to fit what you're
Dude,
shooting on.
honestly, if you're screwed and you don't have a camera right now, go buy like a freaking DSLR and just start shooting. Like,
so cheap.
go find one for $400. Now, okay, I'm saying for photography. If you're on video right now, you're toast. If you're trying to be a videographer right now in going into 2026,
A little bit more expensive.
you might as well just like start selling hot dogs on the street. So, all right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this one. That was
That's a good one.
a fun one.
That was a fun pod.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because it helps us a lot. We don't have a lot of subscribers, but we get a lot of viewership, so make it make sense. And then comment on this podcast if you liked it. Comment your favorite part, and then leave a review if you're on Spotify or Apple or wherever you're watching. So thank you, guys.
Peace.
Spam like.